Hey guys, today we're going to talk about 3 different ways to set up a canopy anchor for SRS. This works especially good for, say for example, the Petzl Zigzag and the Chicane, because the zigzag you don't want to take off the rope and so on. So yeah, follow me and let's go! So yeah, let's start with the first one. The first one is the most basic one, I would say. It's quite a simple one with just a running bowline and and a carabiner and a pulley. We got our anchor point up in the tree, right? It's isolated, so we got nothing in the way in the middle here, so we can top tie it. So I'm gonna start off doing a running bowline, like so. And here I want to put in a carabiner, and before I pull everything up I want to put on my slack of the rope through the pulley and onto the carabiner here, right? That's just in case of if it gets snug somewhere, so I can still retrieve it in case of anything goes wrong up in the when I pull up the rope, right? And it's for retrieving later on as well. But yeah, if I start down here and I start pulling up my rope, the rope just pulls through that pulley until it gets up in top and gets locked in, right? I put on my chicane. And I can start performing my work, right? But here I can decide I can go down on different sides of the rope, it doesn't matter, because the rope is still going through here, so I can still retrieve it. And I know on the end of my rope I have a stopper knot as well, so I know it's gonna get caught up in here if the whole rope goes out, right? And then I can go down here, and then I'm on the ground here and I want to retrieve everything, right? Start taking off my chicane, and then on the ground here I start pulling my slack until the stopper knot stops in that pulley there, like so. Now the stopper knot got caught up in the pulley there, and then I just hold my zigzag to retrieve the whole system, like so, right? Take off everything from the rope. So even when I went up that side of that tree and I had my slack on that side of the tree, I can still pull it over that branch or the 2 branches I went over and still retrieve this anchor point. And that's quite good. So yeah, just untie everything and now we just pull everything down like we usually do, like so. Yeah. Let's talk about the second canopy anchor here. I got my throw line up in the anchor point up here that I want to use. But before I pull up my rope, I take a ring. I put the ring through the rope like so, and just leave it on the ground. Pull up the rope through this side anchor point. And now we got both ends here. We got the zigzag and we got the other end of the rope here. We take the other end of the rope through the ring as well, so we got both ends. We do a butterfly with the carabiner. Here you can decide to do the same thing there with the pulley and take the slack end of your rope, or we can take another rope as a tagline. And we put the tagline on like so. We pull it up, and I can start performing my work, right? I go up the tree and then I can decide if I want to do that side of that tree or if I want to do this side of that tree and end up going down on this side, maybe around this branch here. And that's fine, because the ring is floating. Even if I have my tag end on this side here and my working end on the other side of the branch over here, it doesn't matter because I'm still gonna be able to retrieve everything. So yeah, when I'm on the ground here, right, I can still retrieve it like so. because you can see there the ring is floating. Depending on how you stand, the ring can slide to you, and depending on how you have the rope, you untie everything like we usually do, like so. And then we pull the rope and the ring is floating like this. All right. And we can just shake it a bit, and then we're gonna have the ring to us on this side here. And then we can just pull down the entire rope, like so. Easy. Yeah, let's talk about the third and last one. Before, like, we got the throw line through the desired anchor point that we wanted. Before we put on the rope on the throw line and pull it up, I want to use my thimble saver. So I start going through the small hole, like so. Leave that on the ground, same thing as we did with the ring. We pull it up the tree as we did before. Then pull it all the way down to the ground. And now we have both ends on the ground. We got the zigzag here and we got the thimble saver here, right? I want to put the rope through the second hole on my thimble saver like so. And we do a butterfly like we did before. And we use a carabiner here as well for blocking the knot. A tag end or another rope just for a retrieval end. And we pull this one up the tree like so. And that one locks up in the tree, so it's quite versatile. We can change that over to SRS as well if we need to. So yeah, I put on my chicane and then I can start going up the tree, right? I can still perform my work. I can go down on this side of the branch, go down here. And yeah, I'm on the ground. I want to retrieve this, right? And then I can just retrieve it like so. I take off the carabiner. Before we pull the rope up, I want to put on a sherry on the splice end or just on the end of the rope. Right? Usually if you have the thimble climb like I do, it's the small one of those two, so it usually goes through the small crutches that we have. But say then I want to have an even smoother retrieval. I can go up to the top here, lanyard in where I'm safe. I can start disconnecting this and just put that on my harness. Just for now, just put it on my harness. Here I can move over and just make this adjustable canopy saver a little bit wider, and then just move it around the anchor point like so. You see? So now from under I just made it a little bit bigger and then put it over, so now it sits like a normal canopy saver, right? And then I can put on my retrieval rope again in the same hand there, and then I can start doing my work, right? So, and then I can go down, doesn't matter, I can go down on this side here. I can still retrieve. It's less friction in this kind of system. So yeah, I'm on the ground. I can retrieve my rope like so, down to the ground, undo the knot like so, and then put on the sherry on the splice end or just end of the rope. And then I just pull up the rope like we always do, and then I can retrieve it, right? So then I can get everything down. Nice and easy. So yeah guys, we went through 3 different canopy anchors for SRS. We went through the running bowl line with the carabiner and the pulley. And we did the ring with the butterfly, carabiner and the pulley. And we did the third one with the canopy saver and the retrievable line that you can use both upside down and in a upright position as a normal canopy saver. And so yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next video. See you guys!